Right, there was a minor snafu regarding information that I conveyed with the James Coburn series of vlogs. The actual location I claimed was Bear Gardens. Bear Gardens was the entrance route into the Globe offices at the time. The actual place is Rose Alley. It's kind of significant because my mother made a discovery there, so I'd better correct that now, whilst I proceed to divulge a little bit more about some of the people who I greeted, and I have a very specific distinction of being able to have greeted some far-flung worldwide actors of significant repute. One of them has a minor connection to several adjacent themed events on the Rose Theatre Day that I claim to nickname as The Happening. It's the 32nd anniversary this year in April. Quite a few times through the day we had various stages of Hawaiian-based luau aspects of the party on the street, and much later on there was a very significant contingent of several movie casts around Oriental Chinese themed productions. One of which had one of the most significant actors had his career start with a very significant war movie called Never So Few. That is Makoto Iwamatsu. Now the significance here is in regards to the date I am sharing this information. Today is the 31st of March, and it's the 28th anniversary of a very significant event personally, and to several others around the world, who has a connection to Mako, or Makoto. I'll skip over as much as I can. I may come back to Makoto at another later date. Most significantly, he was a actor during several episodes of the Green Hornet series, and his performance there was screened at the event. He had several reruns of syndicated shows from 75 onwards in the UK, which was why Mako was, as he was usually known, was very familiar to me when he got cast in late '84 for the movie Kung Fu the Movie, which I think was excellent. On the day itself, several of his other earlier productions were also doing PR, most notably The Hawaiians, The Killer Elite, Battle Creek Brawl, Eye for an Eye, both Conans, Conan Barbarian and Destroyer, the more recent Tucker, and also significant personally, he was also partly there in promotion for a new feature for the following year. They were taking it to Cannes, Hiroshima Out of the Ashes. And later on he would, between visits to the Rose Theatre, he came several times. He, in '93, was one of the first winners of the annual Minority Movie Picture Awards, which was another significant reference, but that was quite late in '93. I was equally pleased not only to be able to greet him traditionally at the Rose Theatre site, but he was also greeted again just after his appearance in Bulletproof Monk, which they promoted there, and also after episodes of West Wing, which has significant connections indirectly to the Rose Theatre site, and a TV series called Monk. So I'll get back to that later, but of course the significant main thing being he played the Manchu in Kung Fu the movie, which for the Western world reintroduced the idea of the lineage Brandon Lee to actually begin his main movie career. It was an interesting production, I have to admit. It wasn't as lively a film as some might expect, but the connection there being again David Carradine, who latterly was the choice for the lead in The Silent Flute, and I've got several good memories of seeing and greeting quite a lot of stars from that movie also at the same event. So unfortunately he has since passed. 21st of July 2006, and he is most widely remembered now by the younger generations because he was quite a significant voiceover actor for several Asian-based characters in cartoon series, which are excellent, by the way. So we can now move on to Brandon Lee himself.